Hi, and welcome to Shakina's Math Center. In this video, we will be converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. The only materials needed for this lesson are paper and pencil. Take a moment, grab what you need, and let's get started. We are going to convert 2.5 into an improper fraction. Our first step is to look at our denominator. This will tell us how many parts it takes to make one whole. Let's draw one whole. And let's divide it into two equal parts. This is 1/2. This is 1/2. This represents one whole. We need two wholes. So let's do this again. This is 1/2. This is 1/2. This is our second whole. Now let's model the fraction part, which is the 1/2. This here. We have our two wholes. Now we need to focus on the 1/2. So let's model one more whole. And we're only going to use one of them. Now let's count how many 1/2s we have. Our denominator will be 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of the halves. So 2.5 is equal to 5 halves. The rule is to multiply 2 times 2 because we have two groups of 2. Okay, so we have 2, 4. And then we are going to add that 1. We're going to add this one. So that is how we end up with 5 of the halves. Here we have 4 and 2/3. We are going to convert this to an improper fraction. Our first step is to look at our denominator, which is 3. This means our wholes are broken up into 3 equal parts. Let's draw one whole and section it off into 3 equal parts. This is 1/3. This is another 1/3 and another 1/3. Here we have one whole. We need 4 wholes. So let's do this again. Here's 1/3. Here's 1/3. Here is another 1/3. We have 2 wholes. Now let's do this again. We need 4 wholes. 1/3, another 1/3, and another 1/3. This is our third whole. Let's do one more. This is 1/3, another 1/3, and another 1/3. This is our fourth whole. Now we are going to focus on the fraction part, which is 2/3. Let's draw another one whole, section it off into 1/3. We are only going to use 2 of them because we need 2 of the thirds. So let's cross this one out. Notice we have 4 groups. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is why we are doing 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we are going to add these ones here. We're going to add these. to the 12. So we have 13, 14. So that is why you are doing 4 times 3. Then you are going to add the 2. So we end up having 14 thirds. So 4 and 2/3 is equal to 14 thirds. Here we have 1 and 3/4. Let's look at the denominator. Our denominator is 4, meaning our 1/2s are broken up into 4 equal parts. Let's draw our 1/2. This is 1/4, another 1/4, another 1/4, and another 1/4. This is our 1/2. Now let's focus on our 3/4. Let's draw another 1/2, and we are only going to use 3 of them. Label them 1/4, and we are not using that one. Let's count how many 1/4s we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is why we take 1 and multiply it by 4. Then we are going to add the 3, these 3, which is 5, 6, and 7. So we have 7 of the fourths. So 1 and 3/4 is equal to 7/4. Here we have 3 and 3/4. Let's look at our denominator, which is 4. That tells us how many equal parts our 1/2 is broken up into. So we need 3 wholes. This is our first whole, and we're sectioning it off into fourths. This is 1 whole. We need 3 wholes. Let's do this again. Label them 1/4. This is our second. Now let's do another one because it says that we need 3 wholes. Label them 1/4. That's our third whole. Now we have to model 3 of the fourths. So let's draw 1 whole, but we will not use the entire whole. We're not using this one. So notice we have 3 groups of 4. We have 3 whole groups of 4 in each group. That is why we are doing 3 times 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if we skip count, we have 4, 8, 12. Then we are going to add the 3, these 3. So that will be 13, 14, 15. So you're skip counting, doing 3 times 4 because you have 3 groups of 4 in each group. So that's 4, 8, 12. Then you are adding the 3 1/4s at the bottom. All right, so 12, 13, 14, 15. That is 15 fourths. So 3 and 3/4 is equal to 15 fourths. Here we have 5 and 1/3. Let's convert this to an improper fraction. Our denominator is 3. So our wholes are broken up into 3 equal parts, and we have 5 wholes. Let's draw the first one. And let's section it off into thirds and label them thirds. Then let's do another one. That's our first hole. Let's do another one. 1/3, 1/3, and another 1/3. This is our second hole. Now let's do another one because we need 5 holes total. So that's a third, that's a third, that's a third. This is our third hole. We need another one. Okay, that is our fourth hole. Then we need another one. Okay, that's our fifth one. Now let's focus on the 1/3. All right, so let's do one more hole, but we are only going to use one of them, this one here. Remember, the rule is to multiply your whole by your denominator. You have 5 groups of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5 times 3 is 15. Then we are going to add this 1, which is here. This is going to make 16. So we have 16 thirds. So 5 and 1/3 is equal to 16 thirds. Now let's practice a few problems without drawing the model. Remember to multiply your whole by the denominator. The denominator is telling you how many parts your whole is broken up into. Then you are going to add your numerator, and then that will tell you how many total parts you have altogether. Here we have 6 and 2/5. So we're going to look first at our whole and our denominator. We have 6 wholes, and each whole is broken up into 5 equal parts. So we are going to multiply the 6 and the 5. So let's skip count by 5 6 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 times. So you have multiplied the 6 and 5. Now we are going to add the 2. So we will have 32 of those fifths. So 6 and 2/5 is equal to 32 fifths. Here we have 4 and 3/8. There are 4 holes with 8 in each hole. Let's skip count by 8 4 times. 8, 16, 24, 32. So we multiplied 8 and 4, we got 32. Now we have to add the 3. So we end up with 35. 35 of those eighths. So 4 and 3/8 is equal to 35 eighths. Here we have 8 and 3/5. We have 8 holes, and each hole is sectioned off into 5 equal parts. Let's skip count by 5 8 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Double check that you skip counted 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we have to add the 3. Okay, so that is 43. So 8 and 3/5 is equal to 43 of the fifths. Here we have 7 and 2/3. There are 7 holes, and each hole is broken up into 3 equal parts. So let's skip count by our 3 7 times. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Make sure that you skip count it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a 7 times 3. Now we are going to add the 2. So there are 23 of the thirds. So 7 and 2/3 is equal to 23 thirds. Now it is your turn. You got this.